Welcome to the short Heroes of the Storm update, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday at PAX East, Blizzard announced a lot of things in the Heroes of the Storm panel, and one of them was a major tournament for students in the US and Canada. We had a new hero announced, general changes to the UI, and also a few plans that Blizzard has for the near future, as well as another battleground that was introduced. So we're going to talk about that today, and we're going to give you the headlines in a few short moments. The biggest announcement yesterday was definitely Blizzard's new tournament for students in the US and Canada, Heroes of the Dome. A tournament where Blizzard offers to basically pay students tuition if they're able to win the tournament. Overall, there's $450,000 in prize money on the line, and the tournament in itself is an absolutely massive step forward for Blizzard. It's a huge commitment by the company trying to raise the awareness for the game, and of course also for the esports scene in general. Students can form a team at a university and then play over a tournament that will last over the next few weeks, and which will have a final that is being streamed live on ESPN. So a big step forward, and this is definitely going to raise quite a few eyebrows and headlines. So Blizzard committing a lot now to making the game more popular in general and raising the awareness of the mainstream gaming community to this game. In general, major step by Blizzard. I personally welcome it a lot. It's a great marketing strategy from Blizzard as well, and of course guaranteed to make sure that the game will gain popularity and probably increase the player base by a lot. Before PAX East, people were speculating a lot about the new hero that Blizzard would introduce at the event, and it turned out to be Sylvanas. A hero that people have been waiting for weeks and even months, and there has been a lot of speculation about her abilities and about how you could use her then in those fights and in the game itself, of course. And the abilities that the DPS specialist has are very intriguing. Withering Arrow is a skill that allows you to move away from an opponent at the same time, still shoot at them with a certain amount of arrows. Great talent, of course, if you want to retreat and also chase down somebody. We have Shadow Dagger, which is another DPS spell that you have there, as well as Haunting Wave, which seems to work very similar to Anuburak's Burrowing Strike without the added stun, but it gives you mobility since you can send out a wave of Banshees in this case and then teleport to the location of the Banshees. So a very nice mobility spell for the hero, and especially with an ability that allows her on her heroic to shoot out an arrow that can also silence an opponent. We will probably see her in competitive play too. So a very intriguing addition to the Heroes of the Storm hero pool, and of course we can't wait to see her in action, so let's just hope that the next patch hits incredibly soon so that we finally can get some Sylvanas play into the game. A new hero is not the only thing that Blizzard announced. They also announced a new battleground, Tomb of the Spider Queen, which seems to be a rather smaller map where we can then finally start to get new objectives into the game. Apparently minion waves that are sent out by the two sides will drop gems that you can collect, and with those then just work towards the objective of the map itself. There hasn't been too much revealed about the map just yet. We don't know exactly how it's going to work, but the map should be introduced very soon, and then in addition to Sky Temple, which was released in one of the latest patches, we will have of course an enlarged map pool, which will make it also very interesting to see how exactly teams are going to pick and ban maps in competitive play. So a very nice addition to the game, and Blizzard definitely trying to push things forward here. One of the things that has become very obvious at PAX East is that Blizzard is taking all the feedback that they get into consideration and tries to improve the game according to the wishes of the community. We might not always get those changes as fast as we would like, but Blizzard is on top of things and they proved it once again. They've been talking a lot about what they are trying to do now, and one of the prime examples here is talent gating. The community has been very worried about talent gating, especially veterans have complained about it a lot. And Blizzard has always said that it's still something that they like because it helps new players in the mobile genre to just slowly and steadily learn the ropes in the game, and which is a valid reason to keep talent gating alive. But of course, since it is a bit of a problem for the veteran players, Blizzard now said that they will in the future make sure that once your account reaches level 30, none of your heroes is going to be talent gated any longer. So if you acquire a new hero after level 30, you won't have to deal with the talent gates, because Blizzard says that at this point you should have the experience to really deal with that. Other things that they also started to change is that the end screen is now available outside of the game itself. It shows you also additional information, not only the damage dealt in Siege and to heroes, but now we are going to see the CC's time that you dished out with your stuns to your opponent, and there are going to be other major changes to the UI. Blizzard even adding more incentives and also more gold incentives, so that after your hero level or your account level progress past level 15, you will get additional incentives and receive, for example, a gold bonus at a certain point in time, a stim pack, and other things as well. All of those changes are retroactive, so even if your account is already on level 40, you will still get all of these bonuses, and that means that level 40 players will probably get roughly 14 to 50,000 gold once that the changes have been rolled out. Another big problem in MOBAs, and something that people have reported to Blizzard recently, is that the amount of toxic players increases a lot. And that is not something that is very specific to Heroes of the Storm. It's a problem that we have in the MOBA community in general, being it Dota 2, LoL, or any other MOBA game. And Blizzard is of course trying to fix that as well, or at least make sure that they have some systems in place that can help you to improve the game. So a reporting system will be set up in the near future, and they're also working on a feature that allows you to mute your entire team and only rely on something like pings on the map to help you out in those situations. So Blizzard is aware of the problem, and they have ensured everybody that they will work on solutions, and they are going to try to make it as friendly as environment as possible in the game. So we can only look forward to that and hope that those systems will prevail, and that we are finally going to be in a position where we can enjoy Heroes of the Storm without always being called a noob or a douchebag. Another change that they talked about is that now after you reach level 10 on your hero, there will be additional incentives that you can gain. Also, they increased the maximum level for a hero. You can now level a single hero until level 20, so they just simply doubled the amount of levels that you can gain with one. And I have to say that the changes in general that were announced at PAX East were absolutely amazing. I'm really loving them, and I think that they're going to improve the game greatly. For me, it's also quite relieving to see how Blizzard is taking the feedback of the community into consideration, and they prove themselves once to be a company that is really interested in esports and also working together with the community. Putting up a tournament like Heroes of the Storm just shows that they are heavily committed to the game and that they want to really work with the game for the next few years and make it as big as possible. But also listening to the community and really taking all that feedback into consideration is a major step forward to make that game as popular as it can be. And I'm very, very happy about that. It just shows once again that Blizzard is not afraid to make these changes that are demanded by the community, work with them. And I think that Heroes of the Storm, with the company backing it like Blizzard, will have an incredible future ahead of it, and I am very, very happy to be part of that. So guys, that's it for now with the information that we had here at PAX East. I hope there's something for you as well, and that you're happy about the changes there, and we're going to see those in the game in just a few days. So enjoy your weekend. I'm going to see you soon here in Khaldor TV.